In this week's Parsha, we read about a plot, a scheme of Bilam and Balak, two evil men, to curse and wipe out the Jews. However, at the end, the Jewish people are saved. And although this type of event, unfortunately, has happened many times in our history where there's someone out to plot us, unfortunately, there's many times when we are saved, but there's something different and unique about this story, perhaps different than any other story we find in the Torah. What's unique about this story is likely the Jewish people themselves, the Bnei Yisrael, had no idea what was going on. They were camped in the desert. Maybe some of them noticed two men standing on a hilltop looking over the camp, but they definitely didn't know that they were being plotted against, that these two men were out to destroy them and kill them. And they didn't know that Hashem had to intervene and save them. And perhaps that's what leads to what happens at the end of the Parsha. At the end of the Parsha, the Moabite women are successful in seducing the Jewish men and getting them to perform terrible, terrible sins. But perhaps if the Jewish people had realized that they had just been saved from being annihilated, from being wiped out, they had just been saved from a terrible tragedy, then perhaps they would have had more appreciation. They would have had more hakaras hatov to Hashem, and they would not have sinned at that moment. Chazal, our rabbis, tell us that many times this happens, even if we don't know about it. Many times our enemies plot against us, and Hashem saves us without us even knowing. We know how much we know that Hashem does a lot of good for us, but there's so much more good that Hashem does for us that we don't know. But let's not make the mistake of the Jewish people in the desert. Let's make sure that we appreciate everything Hashem has. Let's appreciate everything that we know that He does for us, and also appreciate the fact that there's so much more that He does for us that we don't even know. Let's be overcome with gratitude and thanks to Hashem for all the things that He does, for making sure that we're always protected, that we're always safe, making sure that anyone who's out to plot us, Hashem's going to save us from that plot, and that everything in our lives goes according to His plan. Let's be overcome with that hakaras hatov, and let's make sure we rededicate ourselves as an act of hakaras hatov, as an act of gratitude to Hashem. Let's rededicate ourselves to Hashem. Let's strengthen ourselves, and let's do everything we could to show Hashem how much we appreciate all that He does for us. Have a great, great Shabbos.